Hi everybody. I want to talk a little bit about how might be able to leverage technology and open data to improve mutual aid for firefighters, situational awareness, and team formation. In major events, there are improved and evolving systems for mutual aid, and in those situations, there are ad hoc teams that form and reorganize, and situational awareness is critical. But oftentimes, one of the missing pieces is what is the history? What is the local history? If you're coming in from a distant area, you may not easily be able to find that, so can we improve that a bit? So I was trying to go for system redundancy to get some rich context, plus a small footprint to have the systems be interoperable, scalable, and to have both public-facing and a closed-group capacity. I want to be able to refresh a central dashboard in operations and to push notifications based on their analysis. So I utilized AT&T services and was very interested in the analytics piece. The APRI.io and the ESRI GIS and the plugins which let you use it for iPad, for Android, and for Windows and Kindle, actually. The data were really interesting, and I'm a data person, so that was especially interesting to me. Very interesting new data sets just been recently released by FEMA, called the National Fire Incident Reporting System, and for across the country. In every zip code, it's got information aggregated about fires, the number of fires, the causes, and some other interesting information. I also wanted to try and see if I could layer it on local data, open data, to get better awareness, and also to try and pull in some real-time information with social media. So, I'll give you a quick, little bit distorted view of what the APRI looks like in the simulator. It's a little buggy, but let me go to the data, which is my fun part. This is ESRI GIS. The big red blotchy things are from the national system, and I pulled from FEMA. And I pulled out the information for not the whole country, but for Northern California. And for zip codes in the Bay Area, there's anywhere between 1 and almost 350 incidents of fire every year. So let's go in a little bit closer on these. I'm going to just click through rather than tap the fades with the Wi-Fi a little bit today. Tap the fades. Okay, let's go back. So what you can see here is we drill down a little bit, and let me explain some of the layers. You can see let's see if it'll come up. If I click on, oh great. If I click on to the FEMA data layer, not only will it give me the number of fires, in this instance on your mid-market, Tenderloin 286, and that zip code over a year, 26 of them major. It'll also give me a little table of breakout count of a percentage of major versus minor, and that in fact they're residential and often be cooking, which can be taught in the Tenderloin. You know, from the Food Security Task Force. If I want to go ahead and explain a little bit, I can also pull out from the local database, actually not only local reports, which is these little dots here, which are calls to the fire system, which are logged every day and reported out as public data, so you can see how they called in and where. But I re-aggregated those data to show by device how people were reporting in. So you can see kind of these little light red blotchy things. That's everybody using an iPhone or iPad, and these little green blotchy things is everybody using Android. So I thought it was interesting to maybe try and be able to go back and figure out for your users if there's a great preponderance. Perhaps that's especially important to develop. So let me give you a quick peek at the social media layer. So this is again pulling back to the whole Bay Area. You can see lots of reports in San Francisco, and we go down to that a little bit more. And The ones in the Tenderloin and mid-market, these are Flickr API, Twitter API, and YouTube API. So, and they're changing. So you can see that not every fire is a fire, and that around town, especially on the wharf, a lot of these reports are actually actors doing fire tricks. But if you get down a little bit farther into some of the other areas, you'll see romantic. And yeah, it does get interesting. And then fire trucks, of course. So that's it. I'll give you a little bit of an overview. And I'm pretty much going to roll up this. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So with all the databases that you queried, were you able to submit those in, or were you able to submit your code in for testing?
I didn't submit the code in for testing.
Shame.
Well, no. There's a public piece intentionally, and on ESRI, you actually can have a closed read. So that was it, but I'll take mine. It's nice. It's not a bug, it's a feature.
We're still sophisticated about it. All right.
Any other questions? I'm delighted to answer.